I wouldn't actually be at all surprised if I do have to fight Ramu now, because he's just been, like, hanging out for, like, the past, like, 44, like, the past, like, 30 streams or something. It's like he was summoned, I got his crystal from one of the uncorrupted sylphs, and I just never heard word of him again. So, it wouldn't be surprising if it was there. We see you healthy and hale. Our latest news from Ul'dah was most disturbing. I just pointed at her. Clearly, only an angel often has suffered was his ego. Doubtless, it will heal ere long. Other signs will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Alright, let's go. Here we should discuss the latest threat to rise in the Black Shroud. Thank you for responding to the call with such haste. Rest assured, I have not summoned, if not urgent, business then. I have received most disturbing news from the Order of the 12 Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called for their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. I'm sorry, may have. Then it is not certain. The elder seats here informed us the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levelin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Antecedent, but the fact need not contradicts the elemental's testimony. Unlike his most bellicose courtiers, Guru and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs of their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. What? Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, surely we wouldn't have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I'm pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventuality, did not prevent it! I told Palomino, I suppose I could have reported things to Ophelia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They already summoned Ramu once after the calamity, but that was because the Golians came tramping through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orleans stand, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Yed and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, I did not see. Wait, strangers? Uh-oh. Is the merchant causing problems in the Black Shroud, too? By all accounts, recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of trees. It is like the Sylphs perceive this panicked migration as yet another invasion and quicken their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind to tighten the kobolds. Once again, it is an affair of men which has paved the way for our primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Azuria would be without the civilized influence of mankind. Be that as it may, the regrettable development does afford a unique opportunity. Aura, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Souls, you once succeed in preventing an ultimate conflict with Gradina. I wonder, might the one who is treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Ramu could be convinced of our intentions, it may be a first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. Fond hope, were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let's continue discussion anon. We must first need to consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The elder CTR has requested your personal involvement, Aura. Pray report to Commander Hillanox at the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Seal yourself for the worst. I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter. Experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. It does make sense they would call on me, though, given how I was the one who dealt with good King Mughal the 12th, or whatever order of words those names was in. I run. Good King Mughal the one and only. Yes, except for the other one that I have to fight on extreme difficulty, but I can't because I can't find a party because no one does the extremes anymore, and I am not yet at level 70, which means that I cannot do missions unsynced on my own. Century has arrived as most anticipated. The appearance of the Prime was ever cause for alarm and unease. Immense and ready for any eventuality. I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you snuff out the way, unless you came over to speak with you first. Oh, that's fair. That is fair, Thomas. Or, bro, I could probably just ask you for help with that if need be. Ah, that's right, your computer. Fair enough, yeah. Opinion, you're diplomatic rather than material skills may serve our cause with inferred explanation to our leader. Pray make your way to the altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the lotus stand. Yes, you will have all the powers of a You'll have all the powers of a high-end PC. Meanwhile, I will still be playing on PS5. At least for the foreseeable future. Other signs have arrived, sir. May I show you in? Okay. Still, the one thing I regret about every time I come into this place, I can't climb on the table. Let me be a menace to tables. Oh. Maybe. I haven't had much luck with using controller on the computer in the past, though, but maybe.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty.
Glad I could be of assurance, especially because I currently have King Mughals' sword and Titan's shield. I'm not sure what part of him I grabbed, but
to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
That would be funny.
Words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were
Titan's butt protects me.
From Little
I wish Angel had been here for that. Honestly, bro, you actually missed it. When I was going through the quest to go fight Leviathan, there was a moment in the cutscene where I put away the sword, and you can still hear the Mughal sound effects in cutscenes. It killed all the tension of the cutscene, and it just never recovered.
Our guest informs us that the sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we can safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands.
Most likely.
Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelve's Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
I hope so.
Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
Certainly. Me, stoic nod.
Has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
I will do what I can. Stoic nod.
You have my thanks. Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Okie dokie.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Thanks for the warning. Though knowing me, things are still going to be a problem anyway. Actually, I'm kind of curious. How close am I to Heaven's Ward at this point? Nah, they're not Warriors of Light. Plus, at least I do agree for them in this one instance. It is probably better for me to handle the creepy god thing that possesses people, since I can't be possessed. At least not yet. I don't know if that'll be a story thing later, but we'll see. At some point, I also really need to do the Society quest, because they're interesting, and I think that they could actually give me mounts that would actually cost a lot of money, because I need to spend money at some point. The 10th century is told to expect you. I understand you're to go treat with the Prime Ramu himself, an unbelievable task, but one which no doubt you are well suited. I've been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak. They might ascertain a location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I'd ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. Ooh. Devlin. Devin an impression. The puns. I love the puns. There's just so many puns. Oh, I'm in the middle of 2.3, so I still have a bit left. Does it go all the way up to 2.9, or is the highest one like 2.5 or 2.4? Okay, so it goes to 2.5. So I am making progress. And brother, I will continue to try and keep you updated, because I know you said you wanted to watch me do something during the 2.5. Investigation, don't imagine it'll be much longer. Let me guess, they're captured. When returns with good tidings. The wise ones have finished searching, have wisely identified the precise locations where the touched ones summoned Lord Ramu. That's impeccable, my fluttery friend. Maybe is it so kind as to escort this good man to his fellow Scions? It will be a pleasure waking one. Please come with this one. Quest accepted! I keep forgetting that I can actually move while mounting now. Actually, that's right, bro. Did you know about that change? You can actually move while getting on your mount now. So you don't have to just stand in place constantly. Yes, I agree with that 100%. And I'm sure you also heard about the fact that now, after you are done sprinting, your character will start jogging, which will be slightly faster than just normal walking until you enter combat. Wise ones venture deep into the Sylphlands. This one must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. Surprised you're able to get through so easily. Yep. I also managed to get every single mount from the Moogle event, including My magical bed! This has got to be by far the derpiest mount I have so far, but I love it. Yes. Because now my character can finally take a nap rather than just running in circles, as Angel says. Sorry, this one can't go further. Draw too close to the water moon. This one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. So this one may say farewell for now. Walking one, fun ones. One's not far from here. Go to south. Go in safety. Walking one. That's more west than south, but okay. Hey guys, what's happening? So it's actually you, I'm relieved. For a moment I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. Swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it is a wonder I'm able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, this is quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on your Stoll's face when one impersonating you suddenly showed up. It's quite enough, Papa Mayo. My apologies, it's not like me to ramble stuff. At any rate, as I was saying, I have finished measuring etheric activity in the area. I'm pleased to say that it reached an indisputable conclusion. To wit, Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's Aetherite. Come, or the Lord of Levin awaits. You know, I actually forgot that these guys had their own Aetherite crystal. Also, look, I now have my own go-kart. Okay, I'm not fighting that thing that's a melt, because I'm sure it's probably an elite enemy that'll need a party of people to fight, but onward we go.
Betrays thee, servant hiding.
Oh, he does not sound happy. They're purple now. That's their attack. Not to be confused if they're blue now. That's my attack from Undertale. I have a bad feeling he is not going to be open to friendly communication, unfortunately. Digging that beard, though.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
So he does now.
I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion. Thine offer, an insult.
He sounds more angry than he was described earlier.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man.
Yeah, the Empire caused
problems.
problems.
To me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflict have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's wrong about that part, unfortunately.
Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born?
Hmm?
It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Stoic not. Oh? My crystal.
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee.
Well, this is interesting.
Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee.
Oh. Well, that's the first I've heard of that.
Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
Oh, that figures.
If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Oh, that's actually interesting, though.
Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Okay, no pressure or anything. And he's gone.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Okay. Still, at the very least, he's much more amicable than any of the other Titans. Sorry, primals.
Angers, it is rare indeed to find you so far from at home.
Oh.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
Nice to see you, buddy.
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
I'd be okay with that, I think. Stoic nod. I blame Thanacred for this, just the whole stoic nod thing. The fact that he lampshaded that at like in the middle of the 1.2 patch. The striking tree, hard. Why does it signify that it's a hard difficulty when there's no normal difficulty? I don't get it. Whatever. I definitely unselected that, but whatever. The striking tree. Now the question is, how long will it take for me to form a party? Will it actually be less than 5 minutes? Or will I be sitting here for 3 hours? Only time will tell, but first, I shall take a relaxing nap to prepare. Oh! Well, that was a quick cat nap. Assuming everyone, of course, joins the battle. Do, 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 do. Come on, mister. Come on, last tank. You can join. I believe in you. I believe in you. Ah. Ah. I'll just keep flying around on my bed and hopefully get another party to form. Hopefully everyone else didn't leave after that failure, though. I'll keep it in mind. Maybe send it over text as well so I don't forget it. Whee! Actually, this is another quick question. Is this... yeah, they are usually randomly matched. Actually, I think that's part of the problem with getting people to do the what quest was it? The Odin quest. Is that because it's not part of any duty, no one really signs up for it. And I think that was also a problem with the Coil of Bahamut quest, because I don't know. I sat in the turn 1 duty for like an hour and almost no one joined. So I'm assuming that they're not part of any roulettes. Perfect, thank you. I might have to take you up on that, bro, just because I want to see the story and do all the content. Oh, it's too difficult? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That is actually a question. I do wonder why they have certain duties that just aren't part of roulettes. Is it because they're too difficult, or because people just generally don't like them aside from like story elements, which you don't really do roulettes for? I don't know. Given how they are apparently a key part of the story, though, I'm surprised that Square Enix hasn't at least added like some sort of like NPC support for people that can't like get like a match with people. I can understand it's probably harder with more people, but yeah. That is also fair. With the extremes, with the extreme battles, it does make some sense. I don't know. I guess I just might need to rely on you for some of these missions, though, at some point in the future. Assuming we can do them on the free trial, and I don't have to be like full trial to actually do them. But if so, I can wait until I inevitably get the full trial. In the meantime, Tambo, 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 Tambo. Yes, the power of Stormblood. I love how it says you can't fly any higher when you can definitely still fly up like another 30 feet. That's good to know. Come on, game. I just want to be able to fight the God of Lightning. I love how I found the party in like under 20 seconds, and then now it's been like 6 minutes and just no one else has joined. I guess it is kind of late on a Sunday night, so... Yeah. Well, hey, just because they blew up the world at the end of 1.0 doesn't necessarily mean that everything in the later versions is going to be perfect. Square Enix may be the masters of recovering from really stupid decisions, but that doesn't mean even their recoveries are always flawless. Oh, after Dawn Trail, there's been a drop in players. That I am aware of. Oh, great. There might be a healer now that doesn't join. I'm just hoping that after Dawn Trail they might increase the speed of content drops, because apparently that's a concern of some people. Well, hopefully they will address that in future. Again, Square Enix is good at addressing their failures, but... Oh, good music. We shall see. Maybe they should just hire more people to help them. Or to work for them. Hopefully. Alright, let's see how many times I die. Which will hopefully be none, but I have no idea what I'm doing, so... Thankfully, I have the power of rocks on my side, and everyone knows rocks are immune to the lightning. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Oh, trust me, I found, I did find Ultima's song on Spotify, and I now listen to that sometimes. Stab you. Oh, I got zapped for that too. Oh, away from everyone. There we go. I agree. Leviathan's music was really banging. Oh, avoid the people with the lightning around. Battlefield is becoming kind of cluttered. Oh, there's actually another enemy over here. This music is just haunting. The radiance of the judge. Judgment Bolt. Now that's an interesting attack. I'll show the fight that it takes. Causality. Thunderstorm. There's knives. Me, mine arbiters. Oh. I don't know what I have to do for this. Stay away from them, get closer to them. Assuming if it was get closer, the person would be moving closer to me. I'll get the electric orb. Thank you for that. Only 3, gotcha. Yeah, I got more than 3, I think. Oh well, I got it done. Okay, good to know for future. Oh. We taught him this lesson, old man. And everyone left me ahead of time. Because I wanted to watch the dramatic cutscene. And I don't think I got anything from that battle. Okay, getting 3 gives me a super buff against it.
I have taken thy measure.
For an orb.
Light.
Oh. Oh. It's like the soul from the Leviathan, the guy that got eaten by Leviathan.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Not ominous or anything.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
It seems like it was actually what he wanted. How do we get down from here?
Witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians.
I am not. I am not a dragoon currently. I'm not jumping off the mountain.
Findings at the rising
Okay, that's fair. I would survive with at least 1 HP. Unless I'm in combat, at which point I'll just die. There was one time I tried to jump off a cliff to get away from higher level enemies, not realizing that I was still in combat, even though I never took out my weapon. So I died, and I'm like, wait, what? That is most likely fair, especially people that have been playing much longer than 222 hours, because yes, I have somehow already racked up that much time in the game. Challenge you to a test of arms? Actually, let me check real quick. It is, yeah, 226 hours. You're welcome, and sorry for that brief pause in the stream. It should be back to normal now. Well then, as experience with such matters, but people's Gordini and Little Stones will be relieved to hear the Levin accepted you as the forest champion of peace. Profess a monumental duty today. All those seats here must be informed of your deeds at once. You wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Yeah. Yes, I will say, as much as I enjoy like leveling up the classes and like kind of exploring them and still have a lot of classes just to unlock in the first place. I have no idea how you managed to get all of them to level 50 before moving on. Especially the freaking okay, the crafting classes aren't actually that bad, because if you do the crafting for the Grand Company every day, it actually gives you a lot of experience points for it, usually enough for at least 1 or 2 levels, especially if you give them a high quality item. But it still would take you quite a lot of time to do it, especially if you're on the free trial like me, because then I don't have access to the market board, so I can't get a lot of the random, really rare materials that you need to just craft random recipes. That, I believe, because I leveled up my miner pretty quickly in this one by just giving them the daily required chunks of ore. But now I can't do the dailies because I'm not far enough along.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell? Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without.
That's fair.
It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees.
Yeah.
Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest.
To be fair, all of you are still recovering from literally having the world, like, incredibly damaged and huge chunks of it destroyed by an evil god of destruction that was stuck in a moon. Anyone can understand why things are hard right now. Honestly, I wish I could do more.
As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done.
You are welcome.
Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
Any chance you can help with the refugee crisis over in Ul'dah?
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent.
Wonder if she's talking about what's going to happen in Heaven's Ward.
Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Oh, I thought we were going to actually get like a little cutscene of something playing out. That sounds another daunting mission, eh, Aura? I hope Lord Ramuh would be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless I can admire the adroitness in which you responded to the primal sudden challenge. It seems that Unigrator 2 was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Aura? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder lessons of the day? That's all the way back in Mordoa. I vanish. Yep, no problem. No problem, bro. Sorry to interrupt your studying. Hope you had fun. I shall keep you posted on more Final Fantasy nonsensing things. Though maybe I will at least unlock some of the other classes before I continue with the main story. Cool, glad you had fun. Enjoy the studying, if that is a possibility. You're so close, bro. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm not gonna get all the level 50, but maybe I'll unlock at least a few more before I get started. Welcome back. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Ramuh precedes you. Yep. Good luck, have fun. If Fane's sharing news of my own, but Unber's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of Lord Levin, our companion learned what struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of Asian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss the observations together. Bye. Oh. Why, hello there, everyone. What are we doing tonight?
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
Indeed, let us begin.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
Yeah.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension.
Yeah, he became immortal.
The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Oh.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
That's actually probably a good idea.
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
Nice.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Glad to see they're finally putting this all in like a cutscene to fully explain it for everyone.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, Their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
I wonder if that means. I wonder if it's possible to summon two Ifrits at the same time. It also didn't mention the fact that the two spirits can talk to each other.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Onto the shore?
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
I wonder if that's where Hydaelyn exists.
The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
The Anacron intruding on the cutscene.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan.
Ah.
If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
Ah, that's interesting.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul.
Yeah.
Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
We certainly know more than we did before.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
I still have concerns.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
See ya, buddy. Oh, jeez. is this? Kingdom Hearts? Everyone has their own throne? Lord Levin is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him. Well, they're both made by Square Enix. Just, okay, who was copying whose homework? Ramuh's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. The limitless potential of man, Heidelin servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. Several times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are growing weak and waning. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. Is he saying that he wants me to get stronger because that's what he wants? I am so confused. That is a task to which we bend our every effort. La Habrea. Yep. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken Azoria's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hand shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. And then I can kick the god in the face and we can get on with our lives. What on earth is that thing? Well, that's definitely the end of that part of it. That's definitely the end of that patch. The question is, what shall I do now? Honestly, I'm feeling kind of tired. Oh! I wasn't aware that we were having a dance party. Oh, I have 5 quests left for that one. Okay, good to know. Well, that actually makes sense that I didn't have an achievement. Thank you, Rose. Though, I am feeling kind of tired, so I think that will be a good place to stop for tonight. I learned a lot of information. I'll have plenty of time to digest it. And I'm sure Angel will be just like, now that we have to deal with Omega as instead of Ultima. So... oh, hold on. I'm taller, so mine's bigger. Alright. But I think I will end the stream there. Okay, I'm quite tired. But I do wish to say thank you for everyone for joining me. I hope that you had fun and enjoying all the things to do. But I must be going. So without further ado, good night, Internet.